Floor
Good
is yours.
stuff. Well, look, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for the Team Tech Day. I'm Stephen. I'm part of the commercial team here at JobAdder, and I'm here today to talk to you about Adder Intelligence. So, Adder Intelligence is a series of JobAdder releases that are all focused on AI, and this is AI which really empower, your judgment instead of replacing it as a recruiter. So I've got a couple of slides just to introduce, and then we're going to jump into job, and then we're going to see some of the live examples, and then a session for any Q&A at the end. I'm probably going to be under time, so we might have a lot of time for Q&A, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, so yeah, look, I think we've all heard an awful lot about AI in life generally, let's be honest, but specifically in recruitment also. But we really do believe this gives us a sort of a massive opportunity to improve, the way that we all work. So for us, for JobAdder, some big areas of opportunity that we see are really in this ability to help eliminate tedious admin, free us up to do more impactful work fundamentally. Automate that low level admin, give you back more time selling, relationship building, doing the things that you recruiters that you're great at. Okay. It should give you deeper insight as well through your data. So finding candidates faster, developing relationships with clients and that for us overall, that ability to deliver a better candidate experience. And fundamentally, what's the impact? The idea is drive more revenue, higher margin, greater differentiation. So at JobAdder, we really do believe that AI should help elevate the recruiters, just do more of what makes them great, human connection. And this is how you win, it's how you grow. And for us, AI should really enhance it and not replace it. So powerful and simple, it can be hard to achieve, but look, I think fundamentally it's purpose built within JobAdder. So for agencies of your size, and it's underpinned by there's always sort of three key pillars, really simple. Like for us, simplicity always beats sophistication every time. That's our mantra, really. So effortless to understand, effortless to implement, and lets you focus on building those relationships and making placements, you know um, empowering. So puts the recruiter first, AI that really amplifies this human experience. And so you're in control, puts the recruiter in control, helps you make faster, confident decisions that you can trust. And then look purposeful. So solving like real recruitment challenges. So, we believe grounded in how recruiters actually work and practical innovation, real results. So we don't think it's hype. We just think it's impact. So um, okay, so those are the slides. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump into JobAdder, and we're actually going to take a look at some real life examples. So cool. So I'm going to switch to this separate tab. So you should still be able to see. Can you see the JobAdder home screen?
Yeah, we can. Thank you. Yeah, it's good.
Super. All good. So, like from here, quick introduction. What are you seeing? So, I've logged in as a recruiter. So, the first thing I get to see is my open roles and what stage they're at. So, these are my open jobs. You can toggle that. You can see the whole business. You can group this data in different ways. But as a quick snapshot, instant to see what's going on. And then the menu on the left, all the other data, whether it's quick lookups, whether I'm looking to dive into my sales pipeline, build the opportunities coming through. If I want to see my temp bookings that are in flight, a simple dashboard of visibility there, or whether I'm just looking at records or building candidate searches. So, with JobAdder, simplicity and ease of use is always at our core. And really everything is available in under 3 clicks. All right, so sort of back to this home screen. Really quickly, you can customize these workflow stages. It takes 30 seconds. So what that means is you can, whether it's for perm, temp, or contract, you can work to your recruitment process, even per client if you wanted to. So but I'm here to talk about AI anyway. So look, in here, I'll just show you a couple of things. If I jump into a job record, let's just take a look at seeing how the AI will match and then grade those candidates. So inside of this job, these are candidates that have been added to the job. We automatically then score, and we grade it from limited right up to excellent. So if I click on the profile here, so the first thing you'll see is you get this pop out. All right. So, and you can actually identify, well, what's the grading? How does it grade? First of all, one click to get that info. We get at the top this added intelligence recommendation. So it's saying that they could be considered for this role. That's the first thing. And you can actually view the reasoning behind it. So for me, I'd like to know, how has AI come to this conclusion? So it's really quick and easy to see. But then you're doing the heavy lifting, building you an AI candidate summary. This is a quick snapshot of Louisa that you can edit, you can use to spec, you could just use it to submit. You can go in and quickly tailor that as well. It goes quite far. So detail alignment, with the job, in terms of where is this candidate a good fit? Give me that information. Identifies any gaps in terms of skills and experience as well. We dive into the notes, the history, the phone calls, the emails, and even, looking at indicating a positive relationship with the candidate because it understands that sentiment. And then, but it's a bit of a red flag, the candidate's got a long history of applying for various roles. So it's looking at, what we're doing here is we've taken all this sort of different location of data, summarized it really into this one page, this one screen. So, but yeah, it's also very quick and easy to like look at the information yourself. So in Louisa's record, I can see on the homepage the details for her. I can validate any of this information. It's one click to find the CV in here. I can look at the activity, the history myself of phone calls and emails. And if you've got LinkedIn Recruiter, you can see a full latest LinkedIn profile right from here too. So, from this screen, great. I could say, you know what, I will consider Louisa and just arrow through just so you can just work through your list nice and effectively. And until you find the people that you decide, actually, I'm going to keep, and submit and send through. So doing that here, I can progress those candidates I can choose to reject, at this point. So, yeah, and from here you can bulk email, you can bulk SMS, you can bulk WhatsApp. It's depending on you and your process, what happens next fundamentally. So, okay, I wanted to talk at this point about so data quality, and so I'm sure it's the same. I talk to agencies all the time. They're saying like maintaining your data or updates to data. It's a real challenge, right? It's a real challenge because there's lots of different ways to grab information from different sources and attach them to your CRM. So yeah, maintaining or getting the latest information on a record is tough. So, and that's really where some of our AI tools can really help solve that problem. So if I click into a record here, it's this smart feature. It's called Smart Sync, but fundamentally, what it's going to do is it's going to look for missing or out of date details. So an example is it's looking through phone calls, emails, all that traffic with James from other people in the business, or James has emailed you last week with his mobile or his latest email, and it's syncing that up with his records. So clicking this button, you can go back as far as you'd like. If we go back 6 months and just run the AI over his activities, basically it's now going to come in here and suggest updates to his record. And you can sync that up. So you can put in his latest role, the type of role, the salary, and just populate that directly into his record. So, at the moment, this is very much a button to click to run. In the future, we absolutely see this running in the background. So it's just going to be constantly cycling and syncing up your candidate and client profiles. So yeah, there's lots more I could be showing today. I think it's a bit under time, but that was really the session. So we've got plenty of time for Q&A or anyone that wants to come back and see something else. So yeah. guys, any questions or anyone wants to see anything again?
Um, I will just add, I'm really glad that JobAdder have come back to team. We've got lots of JobAdder users that love the product. Sarah from KC and Co loves it. Tracy Clay told me to definitely get you back on board, or get you on board originally. You and I first interacted, didn't we, Stephen? When I'd just sold Principal People, we'd looked at JobAdder before the sale, and I was scared that migrating from our old CRM to the new CRM would mess up my earnout. So I said, we'll do the deal after, we'll migrate to JobAdder after the deal closed, which is what we did. And I remember Zach Wilson. I was non-exec for a year just for handover. And Zach Wilson said to me, if we'd done this a year ago, when you first looked at JobAdder, he said, you'd have made another £1 million on earnout. He said, because I was worried that it would take my guys 3 months to get used to the tool. He said, we got used to it in a week, and the productivity zoomed in the business. So it was a really good reference point, and they still love the tool at Principal People.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I've had a few products on today that we used at PP, and they were all to positive effect. So great to have you back on board at Team. I'm keep doing the good stuff that you do for our members. Really good. Um,
Yeah. Pleasure.
and are you at Rec Expo today? You are always there. You're
We're always at the expos.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, we'll
Are
be at
you
Rec
up? I
Expo.
don't know where you are. You were opposite us, I think, in Birmingham. But
Yeah, I
we
think
look
we all
forward to
love a
seeing.
Rec Expo, don't we? So
Yeah, London will be
it's
busier, so
it's
it's
coming
cool.
round soon. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always the busy one. So, and look,
exactly.
thanks for the great feedback. But it's great to be back as part of team. So,
No,
thank you
fantastic.
for inviting us.
No, it's cool. Andy, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm here in the
Job,
background. In the background. Let me just stop recording now.
yeah.
That one's